Hey, everybody. Well, this is the pre-show. If we're live, we're doing some quick audio checks in the pre-show for the first show. I think we might be. I should probably change our title. And then it's going to be first episode show at 7:30 CST. All right, that should be everything. We're on stream. Is anyone able to check the audio on the stream?
Check 1 2. Check.
Everybody good? Audio.
Check.
Sweet.
Hello.
All right, I think we
looks good to me.
I think we're good. I can't believe we're actually fucking doing this. I feel like we've been talking about this all goddamn summer.
Yeah.
It's like the whole year, it's just like 2020. It's dragging on forever, and it all happened all at once.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
accurate.
It's very accurate. I have been working on this nonstop. What's really disheartening but exciting, in the lower left-hand corner over here is my new PC that is not hooked up for this. I'm still using the one that Gavin donated to me, which is awesome.
Did it show up finally?
It showed up finally, but
Nice.
it would have taken me hours, days to get that stuff set up.
Yeah.
Get it all transferred over and stuff.
Yeah. So our alerts they're not quite ready yet. But I mean, if people sub and all that kind of stuff, that's awesome. So I guess let's do just some regular chats since this is a recording. We have all played together forever. I have a couple of questions from people. I've known Drew for 20 years, I think.
Too long. Yeah.
Todd for 15, 18? Roughly?
2001, 2003, maybe, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Close.
We met each other in college. He was graduating. I was just starting at the Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design. Kelly joined us through, 10 years now, I think, right?
I think longer than that.
Really?
Yeah, let me check my...
We've been going to Gen Con together for over a decade now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, has it been that long?
I bought my first Workman kilt in 2007, and then I started going to Gen Con with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no. I was with you guys when I bought it.
Yeah.
So it's been 13 years.
Has it really been 13 years?
We've been going to well, aside from rest in peace this year. Aside from this year, yeah, since 2007.
We're looking at 13 years. I just checked my Gmail.
Damn.
I feel old.
Yeah,
We are old.
I feel old. Yeah, we're not a young whippersnapper team. That is for fucking sure.
We are not a young group anymore.
So that was that. And Alan and I have been together 3 years now? Friends for 3 years? 4?
Yep. I think
Four maybe?
I think we're on 3.
So, hey, what's up, Spigs? That's one of the dudes from Cypher Unlimited. How you doing, buddy? Show starts at 7:30. We are just doing our pre-show here to get some of the kinks out. And we're going to do a pre-show every week. Yeah, we ran 2 living communities together. We met each other at Emerald Grid, which was an amazing time. And then we went and made our own, which was Detroit Living City.
Yeah.
I just saw a sticker for that on somebody's laptop online who runs Shadowrun. That was trippy. I was like, how do they even know about it? We don't exist anymore. And then after that, who else did we meet? Who else did we do? We started doing the Eclipse Phase thing, and then coronavirus hit, and you and I have just been playing games and talking about we need to stream. God damn it. And after doing Shadow of the Arena, I had the urge to really do this. So that's how long we know each other. It's been a while. What's up, Trickster? Another one of our cats from years of playing with us. Trickster in the chat here. What else did we... what was the other question here? Oh, someone asked me from our pre-stream, Kelly, what desk you bought.
Oh, I bought the Uplift.
Did you get the L shape or the regular?
No, I got the 60-inch. 60 by 30 carbon,
Gotcha.
carbonized bamboo top.
Is it automated, Kelly, or do you have to manually lift it up?
No, it's automated. I splurged for the programmable controller.
Mhm.
So I've got it set for when I'm standing with my mat, and then I've got it set for when I'm sitting down. And I've still got 2 free memory slots to kind of mess with it and see,
I want
if there's any other height that I can that I'd feel comfortable at.
I got this cheap ass standing one that I'm not standing at right now for like $100. But I have a really nice desk over here to the left, no one can see. But I need a standing one as well. That was I don't even know
see
who that
you GM without standing.
It is even like so. Those who know me, I do Iron GM every year. I design the shirts for Iron GM, and that's like a competitive storytelling group and a group tournament. And place top 3 times, once back to back, the perfect score. Drew is like the stand-up pickup, like, oh no, someone bailed, and he will pick up the slack and run something. And that's
Kelly's done it too.
Oh, that's right, Kelly. You did do it too.
Yeah, I did Blades in the Dark.
Forgot about that. So that is why the improv part of it, when I did Shadow of the Arena, was kind of natural. I've taken improv classes as well, along with, Drew, the guy playing Voss, as an actor, formally trained and acting and doing VO. So I know he's done a lot of improv. And Alan, you've done improv as well, right?
Yep, a little bit.
A little bit. So it's kind of in our blood.
I'm a hack. I have to use a voice mod to make myself sound cool.
I just don't do voices.
Yeah, you don't have to
I
do-
mean,
That's a topic. That's a big topic, though. People think,
way
I
ahead of me.
gotta do a voice. Like, yeah, no, you don't. You
Yeah,
don't
need
have to do a voice.
You don't need to at all.
Mm-mm. Drew and me and Alan just enjoy doing them. But yeah. So the other question I had on here from someone in the CU community sent me one. They asked why we're doing Pathfinder. Who wants to tell the Ethauntia journey? Short, under 2 minutes. Does anyone want to tell the Ethauntia journey?
I can tell the Ethauntia journey. Oh, yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, no, do it, Todd, do it.
All right.
If you guys don't, I will. So hop in there.
Third
There's
edition.
Popcorn.
There's so many people who played.
It's no big deal. It's only 6 systems. It's third edition.
It's like fucking macro made by now.
Fourth edition.
Yes.
Then 3.5. Excuse me. 3.5. Fourth edition. Pathfinder. We started that in the beta, and then we went to Cypher system, and then
Shadows.
No.
No, we have not done Shadows.
D&D 5e.
I'm missing one. Yes, D&D 5th edition. That completely left my head. 5th edition D&D, and now Pathfinder's 2nd edition. That's 6.
You guys didn't play Shadows of the Demon Lord with Ethauntia? I thought you did.
No,
No, you're
about
thinking
it.
about it.
it's a good fit.
I'm gonna give us a little background music here when we're talking. No, I promise you it's not that. Let me know if that's too loud, stream.
House, check the chat real quick.
I will.
Discord.
What about Discord? Hold on here.
Oh.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Is that music too loud for everybody, or is it pretty good? It should be pretty calm. Can you all hear it?
I'm not hearing anything yet.
Can the stream hear it?
My rural boondocks internet doesn't allow me to watch the stream while we're playing.
That's fine. No music? Hey, Jax, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, and that's Gavin's here as well.
Hey, what's up, Gavin?
Gavin.
He hasn't played Ethauntia, I don't think, out of all the things that we've done.
No.
Here.
Oh, no, he did. He was the wizard.
Can you hear music now?
He was a Thunderstruck Academy.
Can you guys hear music yet on your stream, on your end?
No, not yet.
Well, that's something I'm going to have to...
the stream, but I'll throw it up so I can check it.
I'll have to play with the audio. Yeah, there's something going on with the wave. It's not putting it through.
That's what I'm saying, Gavin. You were the wizard who told everyone the truth.
Yeah, that is a truthful statement. I forgot you played that. Yeah. So there's that. So we did play Cypher. So here's the thing. We did Cypher for Ethauntia for, I think, 2.5, 3 years. Like as soon as Cypher came out, we dropped what we were doing. I think it was PF1. Started doing Cypher because we love the idea of sentences building your character. The issue we had ran into, thanks Biggs, the issue we ran into was the lack of crafting rules at the time. Now they have some crafting rules. And then PF2, I mean, I'll be honest, like we played beta and just like everyone else, we weren't a fan of the change. And then I think Gen Con last year, we started looking through it, and I've been running it for a year for my Patreon with a group of friends. I know Amir and Todd, Kelly, and Alan have all played in that. And it just that feeling of first edition, like the love I had for Pathfinder, started coming back. And I got to the crafting rules, and I was like, oh God, where have you been all my life? And that's what ended up happening. We ended up going, sure, let's do it. And I was pretty happy with the rules, and then it just got better and better and better, and we just kind of ran with it. What else do we have here? There was another question for everyone here. Drew, where would they know you from voice acting?
Oh God.
I always say Ninja Turtles. I always remember that.
I did do so. I did ADR for what got me into voice acting was I worked for a trailer company here in LA called Ignition, and I would do scratch for a lot of movie trailers, and some of them finished. Yeah, Ninja Turtles was one. I yelled Donnie in the trailer as they're rolling down the snow-covered hill with the Humvee, and Raphael throws Donatello into the Humvee. That was me. The biggest one was probably my biggest finish was Paul Walker's last movie before he died, Brick Mansions. I'm in the trailer for that. Like I do most of the narration in the trailer. And then if you ever watched Flagon on not after the hype.
I can't remember.
Toonocracy it was a show on Toonocracy, and it's like 16-bit graphics. It's old, like looks like Nintendo, but I played Cornelius on that, and that's I can't think of anything other than that right now that you might have seen or known me from.
Yeah, I can. You've been in movies.
Well, I've been in movies. Yeah, but that's
especially if you're afraid of clowns.
Oh God! If you don't, it's not a great movie. But if you want to eat some popcorn and have some fun, you should watch Clown Town. I think it's still streaming on Amazon Prime.
Oh man!
I did a viewing party for it. It was fun before coronavirus hit.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Amir, I know you from Clown Town.
Yeah,
that's all he knows me from.
Yeah, that's it.
It's Clown Town.
But yeah, no, it's a fun movie. I'm one of the leads in that, and then I have a small part in the second movie we did called The Toy Box. That was on Hulu. I don't think it is anymore, but I play the neighbor with the cigarette in his mouth, watering his lawn.
Yep.
But yeah, those are my two movies.
I remember those. Isn't there? And you're doing some. Are you allowed to talk about the spots you're doing right now?
I'm working on. Oh, no, that's something else.
Yeah.
I'm doing. I'm trying to do some voiceover for something. I'm waiting to see if it comes through. I've auditioned for it. I'm waiting to.
I was talking about the other one you just did like the second or third spot for. Were those out yet?
No, those didn't end up going through.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you get paid anyway, right?
If they finished, I would have.
So we got time for like one more here. Someone asked, why is Ethauntia taking so long to put out? Well, Todd gave the good answer. I know Drew will tell me it's because I haven't finished the world map yet.
That's not true. That's not true. That is not true.
What?
The world map is inked and in progress, but setting up this stream, I had to kind of step back on doing the maps for that right now. But that is going to be in the show, especially this upcoming beginning city map that we're going to have and how we're going to handle growth and whatnot. It's pretty cool. The setting itself is its own thing. It's soul punk Victorian horror. It used to be called steampunk. We ditched it. And now there's like no water in the world. There are dark tides everywhere that go and wax and wane in and out of what used to be the ocean beds and carry disease, like all those great like ghoul fever, mummy rot, vampirism.
Turning you into a wraith.
Turning you into a wraith, making ether witches, all that fun stuff. And then airships are common now because there's no oceans. Everything that used to be the oceans.
By the way.
What's that?
Ether witches taste horrible, by the way.
They do taste horrible. Better, not as good as cannon corn. And then on top of that, we had the Victorian part we wanted because I like that time period. I wanted revolvers and pistols, and Victorian and Wild West kind of run together in the timeline. We have up technology a little bit. After doing some research with Alan, we realized that airships would probably have breech loading rounds because it's the only thing that makes sense for them to be able to load fast enough. Or otherwise, Alan, how many people had to be on each cannon crew was like what, 6 people?
Six
people per cannon?
Yeah.
No. So we changed that up and said, fuck it. Well, there's no reason for that shit. So we changed that up. And then the setting itself is a theocracy, which is really fucking cool. The Blue Demon chocolate bars that Todd made, fuck, man. Todd, do you have those still?
No, we ate them.
We ate them all.
It's called the wrappers and stuff, maybe, but
Yeah. I'm sure Amir's got the trading cards.
Amir, if you got a picture of those, you should post those. If you have one, I don't know if you do or not.
Oh, yeah, the wrapper still. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, you have the wrapper? I have it somewhere. I don't know where.
Blue Demon chocolate bars are the best treat to pin that hunger down.
Don't do that
Thanks, thanks, Amir.
I almost went out my nose. So, pre-warning, we're starting here in 1 minute. If you want a drink or something, but I would say wait. I have a special thing that has been produced from us by. Can someone, Drew? Can you link her Instagram into Twitch for me? And their studio has done an animation for us for our intro. I'll be honest, during making this intro, the discovery of things that in 15 years I've not been able to describe have kind of come to life now, and it is fucking like almost tear-jerking for me to see this stuff finally come to life. Like it's just it's pretty amazing, and there will be more animation and things getting done as we go along. She's doing some amazing alerts for us as well. But instead of talking about it, we're just going to show it.
Yeah, Snow Fox Flying is the name of the.
Loretta is outstanding. So much so, I'm making her an NPC in this. So with that, everybody, we're going to dive into our intro, and we're going to go right into the heart of the game after this. So we start off on the Whisper, an airship that has been rebuilt from an old naval vessel. As the camera pans through the sky and the fish flying over top and above, there are two of the crew members fishing out of the top. This Zeppelin has a crow's nest at the top, and as the camera pans through the side of it, you can see a symbol of black and red, a heraldry. Those who know the family immediately understand that this is the Hastings ship. This is the piece of junk given to their son. The thing that's not supposed to be flying, working, nothing. But they've given it to him because they are helping the true faith. And in helping the true faith, they're also helping the Emerald Order. As the camera goes across the deck of the ship on its second sweep back, you see a group of individuals standing on the bow. Now, bring us back to all of us here. This is the Hastings ship. It's the one that's been sitting there, known as the Whisper. The Whisper is a naval vessel that has got a Zeppelin or a dirigible style to it. We really wanted to kind of bring that steampunk stuff we left behind and have it there. And what I've decided is those vessels like this are like the low class of flying ships. You can see all the rigging and everything that is on it. It's in pretty good condition, but you can see a lot of wear and tear that's happened already to this vessel. Now on that deck, there is a group of people. Each one of these people who are on stream with me: Voss, Calcor, a Vulg, which is a vulture-like creature, humanoid, think Skeksis almost. Oliver Hastings, a dashing human, talking to the crew, directing them here and there. And then off to the side is Nora. Nora is an abandoned of these porcelain white-skinned, I guess you would call them unliving, black eyes and an edge of color. And then last, larger, towering above the rest, he almost has to duck in spots to move around, is Everston, the Thomas. Thomas are these creatures made of leathers and metals. They are robotic in all sense and purpose, but they run off of the soul of the departed. And in this case, Everston. The ship is undergoing repairs. There are people fishing, but they are trying to fix some recent damages done. They were hit by a small group of bandits on skiffs. And this was as they were leaving New Bolivar on the coast. So the crew is kind of about these people, but I don't think besides Oliver, but have any idea how to actually repair the ship. And even if they do, this crew won't let them. They're very particular about who's fixing it. So I'm going to start us off with the Whisper landing down. I have an echo in my audio.
I'm hearing something.
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything.
There is on the stream.
Odd.
House, I can't hear you at all now.
Yeah, we've lost your audio.
Let's enjoy the silence for just a moment.
The sound of silence. So, how's everyone's days going?
Good.
Great.
I feel like it's people can hear me, so that's always a plus.
Still can't hear you, Eric.
Yeah, me
It
either.
was great when your mic works, right out of the gate. No audio issues. It's fantastic.
Yeah, as soon as we hit go, it's like, you know what?
Every plan goes according to, well, actually, every plan is good on the paper until it hits the actual engagement.
It's not like you need a GM to talk or anything. So I'll step in. We won.
Nat
we
20's all
win.
around.
We
all
get
the
all
gold.
We get all the XP. We crit it. It dies.
All the loot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mount the dragon's head on the bow of the ship.
It's a good
So
spot
like I get all of Eric's loot.
Just drive to his house now and take all his stuff.
Yeah. I'll just grab his new computer.
All your things belong to us now.
Yeah.
Nice and clear. Now he's muted. Okay, so y'all can hear us fine, but Eric was the one that had the echo.
That's what it sounds like.
Can't hear you.
Still cannot hear you.
You didn't touch the top of the microphone or anything by chance, did you? Okay. Because I know that mutes it for you.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not hearing.
And odd.
This would be bad if we were live. It's a good thing it's a practice round.
Yeah.
Get out of
We're
here.
fine.
Maybe it's that.
Nope, nothing.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
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 It's not using my wave.
Wow.
Well, okay, so I can hear.
Yeah. Well, I apologize, everybody, for the technical difficulties of this ridiculous game.
Well, it's okay because I took over and we won.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you missed that. You
No.
logged out.
That part.
Yeah, no, we
What
got
I
all the
had
XP.
asked was, what is everybody doing on the deck of this ship before we dive in? And I will fix my audio meanwhile.
You're still echoing, but he can hear you. Okay.
So Oliver would be going around ensuring his crew are tending to their proper duties as they are, as well as ensuring that the navigator is chartering a proper course to the end destination.
Voss would be doing his best not to step on any toes, but also to offer his help, even though they're saying no, to try and help fix the ship.
Good now.
Yeah.
Well, at least here, I'm not quite sure about the.
I fixed that too. Boy, half dead God voice. Is there an echo still stream? I apologize for that. Let that delay click through.
Sounds good for me.
Good old OBS Ninja.
There you
Ninja'd
go.
my microphone from me.
All right.
All right. So anyway, continue.
Look, gents, is sure there's nothing I can do to help. I mean, I'm just kind of standing around with my beak in my hand. So, just, let me know if I can do anything to fix. Right.
Are you trying to actually convince them, Drew?
I mean, if they're having problems like figuring out what it is to begin with, then
Well, I can tell you guys have been going in a wide circle for the last 2 hours.
so they can't steer.
Nope. They're working on it. It just takes a lot of work. And they have someone using technomancy to actually repair some of this, but it's just they said, nah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna take us a few hours to fix it. Don't worry, enjoy the fishing.
Right.
Voss,
Fishing.
question.
Yeah.
Have you prepared readily available alchemical goods at hand and for when we land? Whenever that will be.
Well, I mean, I'm not an alchemist, but I mean,
I've got some. Like we've got the reliquaries that we bought, and I can make a few on the fly if we need to. But other than that, no. Is there something that you think we might need that I should put some focus on, or is this just what's the question behind the question, Gov?
The question behind the question, I suppose, would be nerves. Probably nerves. Ensuring that we have everything taking into consideration, everything good to go for when we land, and the mission must be started to begin with.
Well, I mean, I'm expecting we might have to clear some spirits right away, so we've got a couple of things lined up, but I mean, I'm not really sure what we're going to be needing until we get there, so you see.
Do you know your way around crafting mechanical goods at all? Was it strictly the arcane?
Well, I mean, I do both. So, like, I mean, I help with him, and he points to Everston.
Go to the engineers then and see if you can assist.
I've been trying the last 20 minutes. They're not interested, but I mean, I'll go check again.
Tell them I sent you.
Yeah, that'll help. Right, there we go. And he'll walk
as
over
you do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
As you do that, two of the guys come over here, and they come over to Oliver and they go, "Hey, Cap, we're gonna have to put her down. We can keep going in circles, but we need to land. The spirit needs a rest."
Right.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I'll settle her down.
I mean, we gotta. I mean,
spit it out, Goodman.
He looks around. He goes, "Sir, there's something on our ship."
Excuse me.
What?
Yeah, there's something on our ship. I don't know if one of the boarding parties made it or what, sir. But it's pretty bad. You want to come to the engine room?
Yes, take the lead. I'll follow. Voss, can you assist?
Yep, right behind you.
Ooh, I don't.
I'm a federer, mate. It's fine.
I don't want anyone disturbing evidence. I will tag along as well.
Actually, yeah.
Nora pulls away from the edge, and like the rail of the ship of the Whisper, and starts making her way towards the captain and the Vogue.
Cap, if you say so, then I mean, I guess we're gonna do what you say to do. I don't really know what else to tell you.
It does us no good to have idle hands standing about the main deck.
All right, hey, yep. Whatever you say, Cap. Whatever you say. So they wander through, and you go around the outside edges of the ship, and back through into one of the side doors, and then up a set of stairs and down into the engine room. And you can hear all the props and stuff going, and the engine's whirring. And there is a greenish, fading to red spirit standing next to the engine. Bullet holes in him, wounds, almost like it's representing the damage that has been done to this ship. Oliver, you recognize the spirit immediately. It's your brother.
Right.
He's pointing to people in Hollow, speaking, saying stuff. Who all came down? Voss, Nora, and then Oliver. Everston, you could come down, but it would be a tight fit.
Everston, no, the engine rooms can't contain his might. I'm going to stay above deck.
Yeah.
So you're staying above deck. Keep that in mind. I'm going to need a perception check for you if you want to put it in the Roll20 chat for me. Oh, we're using actual dice, people. So you're going to hear a lot of this stuff. We're using real dice for this. We want to feel like we're around a table. So you guys wander down through the stairs, and as you get there, people show up, and there are the 3 engineers, and your brother is standing there. What does your brother look like? He has a spirit right now. Wounds are showing, but what does your brother look like, Oliver?
So Oliver's brother was always a shorter, broader man than Oliver was, but carried himself with someone who was a greater magnitude. Bigger than he was, a man of grandeur, a man of propriety. Although he was kind up to a certain point, there's a jaded edge in his features, in his face, and he was hardened towards the end.
Okay.
In terms of appearance, he wore his hair short. Think
cropped like yours on camera right now?
No, more like Leo DiCaprio from Titanic.
Oh, okay.
With a short goatee.
All right.
And his features were more broad and square, which made
almost like a mix between human and dwarven.
A little bit, yeah. Which gave the overall appearance a little bit of an awkward fit.
Okay. So he's talking to one of the engineers in Hallow, and he's pointing at 2 large rods that come into the ship. You know, they go back to one of the rudders and to one of the side flaps on the wings. Oliver, do you speak Hallow?
No.
Okay. So I know that Nora does. Voss, you do as well, correct?
Yes.
So in Hallow, Oliver's brother says, listen, the damages are more severe than we thought. So much so that I think we do have to land. Did you tell the captain? And he looks over and looks at Oliver. He does not call him his brother. He does say captain. And there's a look. You make eye contact, and it's like, Oliver, he doesn't remember you.
Oliver's eyes get just distant, and there's some pain there.
And they go, yeah, we understand. We're going to have to repair the parts in the ground. So, Voss, you're back here. You're probably the most technological out of everyone here. Maybe even more so than some of their engineers. Do you want to give me a skill check on this for the first... oh, no, wait. Todd made the first skill check for the night, actually. Now I give our second skill check for the night. 26 perception. All right.
Let's see here.
What you got?
Rolled a 2, so it's a perception of a 9.
We partied
Not
too
only
hard.
is it broken, you believe
Sorry,
it's unrepairable, not only while it's flying, but maybe even while it's landed. It is fucked. Absolutely fucked.
I'll lean over to Oliver and be like, yeah, we need to get out of the store like right now.
And like the ship knows, you hear a boom, and one of the engines flares this bright green fire, and the ship starts to dip hard.
Whoop.
And it lists. And I need everyone in the room to give me a reflex save. Everston, you get a reflex save, but you have a +4 because you can reach the rigging.
Did you say everyone in the ship or everyone in the room?
Everyone in the ship, and Everston gets a +4 because he can reach the rigging being large.
Okay.
Ooh.
I got an 11.
That's not what you wanted to say out loud.
Natural
Everyone has 1
20.
hero point. Natural 20, all right. You save a couple of the crew members that are sliding.
I got a non-natural 20.
Okay.
18.
You're good. And the crew that's downstairs in the engine, one of them slams into Voss, knocks Voss off his feet. They slide across the engine room, hit one of the hot pipes. You take 4 points of fire damage or heat damage as you slam and get your face pressed on the side of the pipe. Your brother watches this happen and disappears and reappears inside the doorway, yelling and hollow for more crew members to come in. And people start to funnel into the room. I'm going to go around the table here. I'm going to switch us over to our actual table. But before we do that, I want to know who is staying down here and who is going back up to the deck out of the crew here. Voss, you staying down here or going back?
If I saw the green fire, I'm assuming that might be a spirit. So I'm going to stay down here and see if I can help recontain it if that's what's happening.
Okay. So you're staying down here. Nora, staying down here or going up?
I'm staying down here because Voss has been injured.
Okay.
And I want to, like, if he gets too injured, I want to be able to use some medicine and or drag him out.
Okay. So, Nora, you're staying down here. Everston, obviously, you're staying up top, kind of helping the crew, I assume.
That's right. I'm going to make sure no one's falling off the ship.
Okay. And Oliver, captain of the sinking Whisper.
Oliver's going to
Where are
run
you going?
back to the main deck, to the wheel.
Okay.
Before he runs up, he's going to open up the sound tube that's in engineering and sound general quarters. And then he's going to slam it and then book it.
All right. So with that, the group runs upstairs, doing their best to gain their footing, make sure that they can move about the place safely. The stairs start to creak as it dips hard, and not no quite nosedive, but it is dipping. Your brother is following the engineers, and he flickers in and out of existence through the areas, telling people where damages are. As this red, now bright red spirit is dripping almost like oil all over the floor, as he seems to be assisting everyone on the ship. The engines go, and you go into a float. The dip stops, and you guys make your way back up to the deck. You're probably a good 150 foot above the ground. And looking over the edge, anyone who is, Everston being tall enough, you can see below you is an old, beaten up, run down city. There are people looking up at you, but not many. They're not hiding. Everston, with that 20-something perception check, you notice the ones looking up, their eyes have a sickly yellow at this distance. It glows even in the daylight. And the ship drops another 50 foot. As some of the ballast let go. Now over the pipes going through to speak to each other, Oliver, you hear, "All right, sir, we're going to take her down kind of hard. I shouldn't do any damages, but I think we'll be all right. I think. Don't touch that. Don't touch that." And it dives another 50. Being around 50 foot from the top, or from the building tops, there's a few silos in the area from what looks to be an old farmland. There's no tides. You don't have to worry about that. Any of the flying fish or creatures in the area have dispersed from the damages. But the creatures below start to gather and move out of the buildings in the area. What does the crew want to do? And more, what does the cast want to do as the pilot begins to bring this ship down to land?
I'm going to let them know. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'd let everyone know if we... Oh, hold on. I got to think for this.
Got a what for this?
He's getting his voice
He's
box
doing
ready.
the thing.
Ooh.
He's doing the thing.
If we land here, we're going to get a warm welcome from the locals.
Well, then we'll have to just join the welcome party.
All right.
Is that
Warm
sarcasm?
I mean, it is.
Voss,
something.
let me take a look at that face before you burn off all your feathers. Nevlin's going to kill me if you come back roughed up. Come on.
All right. So with that, are you using medicine or magic? Actually, you don't have magic.
I don't have magic.
Well, I guess now would be a good time to ask this. What is exactly Nora? If the camera swoops in as you're going over top of Voss and starting to bandage him up, what ancestry are you, and what are you actually playing?
So Nora Tenwick is more commonly known in the city of New Bolivar as Inspector Tenwick. She is an abandoned investigator who spends most of her times working with the police as a private investigator of some renown. She's normally, when she's not solving crimes, she's normally brought in for forensics.
Okay.
And in her studies of biology, she's picked up a little bit of medicine along her journeys.
Okay.
So, that being the case, I'm going to roll battle medicine to try and get Voss healed up for that burn damage that he took on his beak and his face.
Let's see what you got here.
Okay.
And I will switch us over to our other table.
So, I will need to beat a DC 15 medicine check.
Okay.
Which I did. Yeah, I did.
Right.
I got 24 medicine.
Okay.
Let's
That's pretty awesome. How much did they heal for him?
see. So, I just went for the DC 15.
Okay.
I think that adds my class to the treatment. It does.
Mhm.
So he's going to get 2 back. And I apologize. I did not expect to be using medicine so quickly.
Oh, you didn't think your party was going to get messed up immediately?
Exactly. So let me...
Kelly, how many dice are you rolling?
I think I'm rolling like... I want to say like 2d8 or something like that. So I'm gonna heal you for the 4. That's
Cool.
for sure. I just want to. 232.
All right.
She runs up, slaps him in the face with an
That's
aloe vera.
right. So
Wham!
yeah, so she's wearing like, I guess like in this like kind of Victorian style like overcoat, bowler hat. But she's wearing like a long dress. She's got some really fancy blue suspenders on. But then over that, she's also got 2 bandoliers, and one of them looks like it has like forceps, gauze, maybe some bandages or something, and then the other one looks like it's got some lock picking tools, maybe some oils, maybe some grease, and so she just starts grabbing some bandages and a salve out of the one bandolier, and just starts like treating the burns on Voss's face.
Okay. So as you start treating the burns, not as bad. His beak probably took a good portion of that impact. It could have been way worse. But if not treated, it probably would have gotten worse. If the group would drag their characters over in case we have to resize them for the ship, this is the deck of this ship, because that's what we're using for it right now, since we have a custom one coming here pretty soon. And you should just drag your character sheets over.
There we go.
Eric,
Sweet.
what would you say the main deck is where the helm's at? Is that the front?
Yeah. So here I can actually, I will get you a copy of the helm for it. I have it under the layer for you. And yeah, it's probably about right there. Probably that's about where you would be looking. The front of the ship is over here. But I have the. Put this here, and I will resize it, and I will get you that as well. So as you guys make your way over, Nora, actually, are you going to come back up top?
I kind of look at Voss, so I'll be like here, right? So I patch him up, and then I look at him, and I like gesture up top. Like,
Mhm.
Are you going to be okay down here, Voss?
Yeah, go. I got it. And
All right.
he's going to head towards that. If it's not If it's not like blazing, he's going to head towards that green flame and see what he can make of it.
Okay. There are 2 other engineers there, so that's where you're going to be.
Okay.
I guess instead of that, like I look at Voss and I'm about to head up and I turn. What about the other 2 engineers? Are they okay? Did they get burned at all?
They got hit. Actually, Voss took most of the impact, though. I failed by 1. He failed by a lot.
Okay.
Here's your top deck for you.
All right. So if they look okay, then I'm gonna make my way up.
Obviously, minus the sails and masts, because this doesn't have any. So, as Everston, it'd be Everston, Oliver, and some of the crew are up top. Put yourself wherever you want to be on the ship. There are people leaving buildings, making their way through what looks like a bunch of dead, deciduous trees towards the ship. The way the ship anchors is there are pieces that come out of the side, and they shoot almost like harpoons that open up in the dirt. So it floats, but it only floats maybe like 5 to 10 foot off the ground. They don't actually land it because the bottom of the ship isn't flat. It's still got that naval,
Curve.
sloop to it. You curve to it so it could go through water. So with that, anyone doing anything about the creatures that you see?
How far away are we from them?
They're approaching anywhere between 50 to 100 foot away as they're moving their way through buildings and through like old city streets of this ghost town.
Do we have any alchemist fires?
Don't. Voss will be the only one who does, and he's not on the deck yet.
Oliver will repeat the question into the sounding pipe.
Okay. So you go over to one of the brass pipes and sound through it. What room are you talking to from here?
He's going to start with engineering, which was the last room he saw Voss in.
So in the engine room, you hear a bunch of yelling when you flip the flap open on that brass pipe. Put the fire out there. And you hear Voss barking something back about flames as well. One of them runs over to it and says, Cap, we do have some in storage.
Send the gunners to retrieve the alchemist fires. We need a landing cleared.
Gotcha. Yeah, yep. Gotcha. And he like wanders off.
Didn't we pick up a ton of them in the requisition form? Singing?
No, that was forensic.
Not. I thought we got alchemist fire.
No,
that would be
stuff.
like called a dream, which is what you're having right now.
Right. You're having fever dreams from the burn that I just healed.
No, I know we got a bunch of like the forensic stuff, but I thought we picked up like an assortment of like fire, acid.
Nope.
Nope. Damn it.
Correct. I have the notes here, and that is not on this list, my friend. You should be able to hear music now, too, by the way.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Just because it was the wrong mic. Fuck you, OBS Ninja. Smarter than you. So as you guys are going about, they go get alchemist fire. They'll be up here a little bit of time for you. Those who are looking around out there, Nora, you said you came up deck. Everston's there. Would you two guys, what is your perception, just passives for you two? And are you at least trained in the skill?
So my passive perception is 18, and I'm an expert.
Oh, okay. Wow, all right.
Ditto.
All right. Damn.
The music might be a touch loud.
Yep. Already fixed it.
Jazz music to sound off our imminent doom. Thanks for having faith in your crew, Oliver.
What?
So,
what?
Perception, natural.
It'll be fine.
Did your expert or any of you at least a 20?
Not passive, no. So I will roll.
Okay.
That got me a 21.
All right. And Everston, what did you say you were?
My passive would be 18.
All right. So you don't notice it as you're kind of helping crew up and getting everyone situated as the whisper comes down and rests. You can tell that the ballast and the balloon above they're intact. It's just the rudders being repaired. But you scan the trees and don't see anything. You, though, see people moving And as an abandoned, do you have the ability to see living creatures?
I have.
Oh yeah, you
Life
put it on
sense.
screen. It'll put it in chat if you
Yep.
have it set
Let
up.
me grab this. I've got life sight, and I have imprecise undead sense.
Okay. So what is the imprecise undead sense here? You could use your senses to determine the exact location of the undead creature. All right. So as they move closer and they move out of the trees, you notice immediately they are not giving off any sign of life. But you got over a 20. In the distance, in an old farmhouse, probably a good 200 foot from here. On the second floor, there is a light on, and you can see a human looking out the window, at least they seem to be, and they don't look the same as them. They're robed, kind of tattered. It look like they've just been surviving here. And then they make eye contact with you. And in that moment, that eye contact, I need you to make me a will save.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Great.
You got it.
Oh, that's.
Just when you thought the day couldn't get any worse.
It'll always
Here
get
we
worse.
go.
I got a natural 20, so that's a 28.
28?
I got a
Okay.
natural 20.
She makes eye contact. You see it and immediately look away. And when you look back, she is gone.
Okay.
So, what does the rest of the crew want to do with the situation we are currently in? I'll go around the table here. It'll probably be a little bit easier. I'm going to start with Voss. Voss, what are you doing? You see engineers grabbing some alchemist fire. You go over to the flaming engine. The green fire is spurting out of non-existent holes. So you know it is definitely spiritual energy, ghostly.
Okay.
It is not, you're guessing ethereal fumes is what you're guessing it is, without any rolls required.
Is the engine itself a reliquary, or is there one inside the engine?
So the way that the engines work when they run off of a soul is there's usually a reliquary inside the engine that can be removed to do spiritual repair if needed for the engine itself. They're almost like the fuel source of the engine. And
Okay.
then there are usually cables or wires. Some people use ropes or beads that are blessed by the true faith, and those run out to different areas, allowing the spirit to give the energy required to run like the props, or if it's steam pressure, they provide the pressure for it. In this case, this one has been retrofitted by, you're guessing, the Order of Gold, and the Emerald Order or the True Faith must have fettered it. You have not seen the inside of the engine compartment, though. Opening it could or could not be dangerous. That's something you're going to have to determine for yourself.
I'll ask the engineers that are there. I'm like, can we crack it open and see what the reliquary is, or do you guys know where it's at?
Is that a real question? And
Yeah,
he's like
this
that
is
and
so-
flames out. He's like, yeah, obviously you can open it. Just don't take the thing out or we're going to fucking crash. Door's over there.
Go to the door, open the door.
Looks like a cast iron furnace with a huge like handle that lifts up and over. And in the front of it, the four hands of the true faith are there.
Okay, so this was
And it's in
faith.
like almost like, yeah, you're guessing it's a faith engine. And it is carved into the cast iron.
It's
there's a-
carved. Or was the door drop cast?
No, it's carved, like chiseled.
Okay.
Your perception, though, your scent, you do get a faint smell of salt. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna roll technomancy.
Okay.
I'm getting a faint smell of salt. Would I think that's coming like from the reliquary, like part of it to keep it the spirit
Give me a roll.
housed and contained?
Give me a roll.
10, so 17.
Your guess is the salt is used to contain the spirit to the engine, and it is new. They must have put it down just like in the last few moments. That's why it's still in the air. It usually would not be there. It's circled around the compartment that the reliquary is housed in.
So the engineers put it in there, or is that what's wrong with the engine?
It's around the engine itself. like
Right,
a
so-
line on the floor of salt.
So they put it down.
You're guessing so.
I'll ask them. Did you guys put this down?
Yeah, we always do. When we land, we try to contain the spirit. Sometimes when this the ship docks, the spirit tries to bounce.
Really?
Yeah, something about his lost love. It doesn't matter. We just salt it when he's out of control. Since we're damaged, we're just making sure.
That's not how this is supposed to go. Okay.
It is a cheap ship. I will point that out yet again.
That's fair. Yeah, I think that's probably enough for my turn. If you want to move on, go for it.
So I'm going to go across then to Nora. What are you doing?
I inform Hastings, Captain, and she kind of like pauses a little bit because she's trying to show respect to him in front of his crew.
And Hastings just holding the helm, just trying to keep the ship stationary.
Those creatures down there are not living. And there may be someone there controlling them. Someone in that house about 200 feet away, and I point, and like, I saw something, and I felt them trying to, I don't know, I was able to shake it off, but they're gone now, so I don't know if they're the ones controlling them or what, but forewarned is forearmed.
Okay.
Thanks for the knowledge, Nora. To be appreciated.
And then I'm going to see if there's anybody else on the upper deck who's been injured.
Yeah. How many crew are on the ship, Oliver?
The current crew count is 16, not including the 4 of us.
16, not including the 4?
Yep. So 20 total.
Okay. I would say on the top right now, there's probably 6 people. 2 of them are injured, but they're already being tended to. Since the ship is settled, they're just kind of bandaging everybody up. Do you have a medic on your ship, Oliver?
Yep. We have a single ship stock.
What's his name? Oh, yeah. Welcome to being put on the spot.
Yes. We'll call him Theodore Wood.
Okay.
He goes by Teddy or Doc.
Wood, Teddy, or Doc. All right. So Teddy wanders over. He's like, we got some injured crew members, sir, but it could be much worse. It isn't horrible, but it is definitely... We're going to need to rest here for the evening and look over to make sure things don't continue.
Well, hopefully there will not be further personnel in your care, Teddy. The situation is a little dire.
We should be all right, sir. And with the new Abandon's help, Nora, I believe, we should be able to handle this pretty efficiently.
Thank you for the update.
Mm-hmm. So, as that happens, you hear scuffling near the ship, and they're walking underneath it and looking up and around as these creatures are milling about. One of the crew members looks back to the big guy, Everston, standing there, and he goes, I think they're ghouls, but I've never seen them with glowing eyes before. What about you? And he like nudges the metal can standing next to him. Everston, what do you look like?
Everston is an anatomist, which means he is about 10 feet tall. He is constructed of brass and wood and steel and leather, and he's quite sturdy. He's his vulnerable joints are covered in chainmail.
Okay.
His face is that of a porcelain mask. They don't put a lot of effort into facial expressions on the Atomus. They just want to make sure the soul is bound and fettered properly to basically pilot this body. So he is built for being sturdy. I mean, like they all are. He's far off. Like he's always thinking of something else.
And how tall are you?
10 feet.
You're a big one.
That's standard. They're large mechanically.
Pathfinder it is, as we found out. They don't make large creatures playable yet.
So we'll see how it works.
Ain't worried about it.
No, I'm fine with it.
So he bumps you and says, I ain't seen him like that before. Do you have knowledge, religion, or any undead knowledge?
Great question. I have no occultism.
Not at all.
Not religion.
Occultism. Occult is undead, isn't it?
Should be.
All right, give me an occult roll.
So, well, I think occultism is spirits and religion is corporeal undead, but I'm not
This is
certain.
corporeal, so you can make me a religion check to recall knowledge. Just not trained. It's going to be a little more difficult.
Okay. It's not a great bonus. 16.
So it looks like a ghoul. There is long claws and sinew between the bones. The skin is like clinging between pieces of them. And the eyes are only glowing on the lower half and dripping down the face. And they seem to be chittering and mawing words to each other. But from the distance you're at, it's really hard to hear. They do make their way to the harpoons and like pull on them, but they don't seem to be able to close their hands enough to climb up the rope. Like they try, but it's almost like Freddy Krueger trying to grab onto something, and it isn't going well. But I will show you what they look like. So this creature looks like this.
Oh God.
Oh, look at that.
They're similar to ghouls, but not identical. And the mouths are red and the lips are like torn back. With that, I'm going to go back to the group as a whole. The window that Nora was looking in, the light has dimmed out. And from the door of this large green farmhouse, black ichor starts to flow out of the windows and out of the door. And there's the faint sound of a woman whispering. Can you guys pop your languages on screen here so I can see what you all can see?
God.
Shrink him down, put him over here so he's still on screen for us. All right. Let's see here. Vulgar, deep. Nope. Nobody understands the whispers coming through. And each one of you can hear it. And because you can all hear it, but it's in a different language, I need a will save, but it's going to be a little bit easier for everybody. Everyone, we are starting with 1 hero point. And while people are rolling this, we are going to be adding stream loot cards to this. And eventually you'll be able to buy hero points for people and purchase them to help the players along. Because I, as the GM, am not going to after this first episode. They'll start with 1, and that'll be all they have unless audience members get them hero points. Those who don't know, hero points allow you to re-roll and also help you stop from dying. Yeah, I'm excited for stream loots. It's going to be great.
Wait, we're only getting 1 from you, period?
After this episode, yeah. Right now we're getting 1 to start, and I'm going to give you another one probably right after intermission.
Everyone, please help us.
Well, they can't help you today because I haven't activated stream loots yet.
Yeah, I know that. Next episode, please help us.
Shit.
Oof.
I can tell you when you're in the tides, it takes an extra hero point to stop death.
Oh, good.
It's gonna be a rough time.
Yes, it is. All right, so right now you're looking for a 12 up.
Oh, okay.
Woo! The whisper.
That's exactly what I rolled.
No one failed, and it dies down. And the whispers go away.
I got a nat 20, so 25.
You're critical. I will give you this. You pick up bits and pieces of the language. You're pretty sure it's Elven.
Oh, God. Okay.
You don't see a lot of elves in this world.
Mm-mm. No, you don't. I hear that even in the engine room. Overall,
hears it, and you do see one person as you turn right. Like, did you hear that? The guy is looking at you, and his eyes start to bleed this golden spirit-like essence, and it floats into the room. He's like 10 foot from you. Lead engineer. Can you give me what's your passive perception, Voss? Don't roll.
Mine?
Passive. Yep.
It's a 13.
With a 13, you don't really pick it up, but he seems to be under whatever suggestion or power or something that this person is speaking.
I'll yell into the squawk box like, Oliver, check the crew. Whatever that whispering was, it's affecting one of the engineers down here.
All crew report.
Okay.
And he's gonna flip open all of the shout boxes on the bridge as he's screaming in.
All right.
House, what do you want me to roll? Like, do I have any idea what this liquid pouring out of his eyes is?
You could give me a religion for it if you want.
Could I do a cult?
No. Occult spiritual. This is you know what? Yes, I will let you use an occult because there's a chance you would know. It's just gonna be a little harder.
Okay, because I'm not trained in religion, so
nope, that's fine.
Another nat 20, 27.
Nice. Do you want me to whisper it to you, or are you gonna tell everybody anyway?
I mean, yeah, just tell me. I'm gonna relay it.
You can yell through the squawk box through the whole ship.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So the essence that's coming out of it is his soul has been sickened, and it is literally dripping out of his body. And it's hitting down, and like hits the floor, and it like spreads across, and is finding any of the holes or nooks or crannies that are left on the ship to leave the vessel. Not just him, but the ship itself, and it's all going north. It would be northwest.
Eric, I have a question.
Yeah.
What kind of shells do we have on the ship?
I thought you were going to say I have a question. What the fuck?
What type of shells do you mean for your cannons?
Yeah.
Just traditional shells. Enough that you could like nuke houses and stuff.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, there are those on the ship.
I'm gonna yell through the squawk box. That's his fucking soul leaving. If anybody else sees that brightness, that's not just fuck. I'm going to. Oh God. If I attempt to fetter it, that's going to pull it out of his body and kill him. But it looks like it's leaving anyway. Have I ever seen this before?
You got a natural 20. You know, if you were to restrain him and salt the area, you could contain his spirit. Or you could shove him over where the engine is and like keep him in that circle, because that's the salt they're using is very strong. Basically, in the floor around the engine, there is a carved rut that they pour the salt in, and they scoop part of that salt out when they need a gap through it. It's covered in like glass.
Is it one of the things where if I do shove him, will that break the seal? Like
you would need to open the seal first, put him in, and then put the salt back in its area.
There's only one other engineer with me.
There are two others down here, but I'm skipping you. Hold your thought. I'm skipping you for now.
Go ahead.
Is that what you want to do? Nora, up top. What do you want to do? Nora, Oliver, and Everston, as you hear that come over the squawk box.
Oh boy. I'm gonna look to see if any of the crew members on deck have that yellow oozing out of their eyes.
Passive perception is what on you? 18?
Yeah.
It's a bad time.
With that passive perception, I would say None that you can see outwardly. You do see a few people holding their ears. The other thing that you would notice is there is a low hum in the air, and it's almost physical. And with it, underneath, there's like the sound of almost like a didgeridoo.
Okay. I might as well declare this my pursue a lead.
All right.
I will pop it in there and take up the entire Roll20 chat. Hold on. Nailed it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We switch cameras right now.
Yeah, I know.
I was smart.
No novels for the stream.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I can't do that right now. All right.
Someone in the chat who's listening, I need a number between 10 and 30.
Oh, God. Not 17.
19. Fluffy and Prince.
First one up, 19 it is. Okay.
We got 25.
Nope. Taking the 19. First one.
Okay.
All right. So there. Okay.
So what are you doing, Nora? And
People
feel free, the three on the deck can all speak to each other.
Okay, they're bandaged up or they're getting treated. I see people clutching their ears. I don't see anyone holding.
All right.
I can't do that.
So while Nora's tending to people, Oliver is flipping shout boxes. Gunners to the gun deck. All hands make ready to cut mooring lines. And then Oliver's gonna.
Your cannoneer. Who's your guy who's like the main person for it?
So the lead gunner's mate is going to be Patrick Lars.
Okay, so Patrick comes up to you. He's like, "Sir, you know, with the spirit down, we are not going to be able to fire very fast."
I understand, but if we leave that thing that is in the residence to our port side, is it port side?
Hmm?
Port starboard. Is it to the left or to the right?
Where's what?
The house that Nora pointed out?
Over this way. To the northwest.
Port aft?
Yep, port aft.
Right.
That means you'd also have to turn the ship.
Yep.
Well, some of it. You could probably get a glancing blow.
If we don't at least engage that house that's currently, to Nora's report, dealing with us in a very, very unbecoming manner, then we may all turn into shells.
Okay.
Okay, so I know what I want to do. The black ichor that's pouring out of the house, is that dark tides?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to then use my life sight to see if I can pinpoint the woman that I saw.
You do not. Don't see her anywhere. She must be in the house somewhere.
All right. Then I guess I would try.
People do start getting the guns ready for you, Oliver.
Yeah, I guess I would start trying to act as a spotter for anyone trying to shoot these things.
Okay. So that's
so
what you're spotting then?
Yeah, I'll roll my perception to try and do aid another.
Give me give me a spotter perception.
I got 20, so whoever does it gets a
plus
+1. It's a +1 actually.
Oh, you're right. +1. You're right. +1.
Yeah.
So with that, Everston, what are you doing during all this? You see people scattering around, grabbing ammo, running down to the second deck. Isn't that what we said the guns are in this one? Correct. They're below deck. Below deck. And they are starting to load rounds in. What is Everston doing? You're about 10 foot above the ground, and then the height of the ship on top of that.
Gentlemen, that black ichor is dark tides. Just be cautious.
You can blame Drew for him saying I don't use dark tides that often.
Damn it, Drew.
When did I ever say that's bullshit?
Thank you, Drew.
That is not, you don't get to blame this on me.
And I quote, December 3rd, 2015. Yeah.
5-year grudge.
Where?
Why not?
Wow.
Yeah, apparently.
We were having a conversation. You said, and I quote, we don't really use dark tides that much. I use them all the time. That's what you said.
So what I'm hearing is that Erik is a dwarf who has a book of grudges, and it's confirmed.
Yeah, his name's Neil. All right. Great.
Is he a legend?
No, different Neil.
Well,
he's a legend.
Map,
Right.
not just the parts you like.
So with that, Everston, are you helping them in any way?
Nope.
Just staying on deck waiting?
Everston is watching the creatures off the side, and he's just gonna wait.
Everston.
All right then. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna switch us here to our battle cam.
So
I
Oliver,
need you to roll for initiative.
before we go to initiative.
Make
Oliver's
sure you
gonna.
click your character too for me and add him to the initiative, and then type your number in. Go ahead, Oliver.
So Oliver's gonna speak to Everston. He's gonna, Everston, can you man the squawk boxes so I can man the helm?
Everston?
All right.
Thank you. And Oliver's gonna go take the helm.
Okay. I'm adding you guys in here so you guys can, everyone can add their characters. I'm missing. There he is. All right. You can type, if you click over there, you can type your number in and just hit enter, and I will organize it from there.
Ooh, nice.
Where the hell is initiative?
I've only
It's
got a
remember, it's
simple
whatever
pistol,
skill that makes sense for what you were doing right now. You were getting ready to repair downstairs, so whatever skill you'd be using to repair.
Otherwise, you just default to perception.
Otherwise, you default to perception. Yep. So Everston's perception right now. Nora, you aren't patching anyone up right now. You're getting ready to investigate. So whatever skill you would use for that. I love the new skill system. And then Oliver, you're telling people what to do. If you want to use diplomacy, you're more than welcome to.
So just to be clear, so like the last thing I used was occultism because I'm trying to.
No, it's what you're doing right now. You're getting ready to. Oh yeah, occultism. I'm sorry. Yes.
So what I want to do is trying to get that guy into the circle. So would that be like a physical characteristic that I want to use instead, or is it what I'm using occultism? Okay, cool.
You're using your brain to figure out what you're doing, so it would be occultism for this. And it really just makes sense for the scenes. Like if you're flipping around doing acrobatics, it would be acrobatics. So everyone, make sure, Drew, that you click your character in the turn order. Put your initiative in there. Oliver, please do the same thing.
My third nat 20 in a row. Someone would be dead if I was rolling damage.
I think somebody needs a second camera for his cheater dice.
It's not, dude. These dice are on fire. It's ridiculous.
Are you using Norse Foundry dice?
No, I got Q Workshop. I picked up another Clockwork set for this character.
Oh, nice.
Specifically.
Yeah, I'm using my Clockworks.
I'm using Norse Foundry dice.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. All right. Remember, everyone has 1 hero point. Everybody is in here. I'm going to roll for the ghouls. Oh boy, I am apologizing in advance, everybody.
You say that every time we roll initiative.
I do. I'm sorry. Some of you are going first.
I'm sorry you're about to die.
Yeah,
no, you're not.
Dies. Well, it's a short game.
Gavin can attest. I have no problem killing players. I don't try to, but it happens. And
I can attest. You have no problem killing characters.
Gavin was just talking to his friend about it. So I don't want to kill characters. That's not the goal. It's just they make mistakes. So Oliver and Nora at 28, between the two of you, whoever would like to go first. You see, and I'll paint the scene for you. All of those ghouls that you saw have moved towards the ship and underneath it. So I'm just going to put them around the edge, like so.
We haven't touched down yet, have we?
No, you're about 10 foot above the ground, 10 to 15. You're kind of like doing a float as the 4 harpoons are dug into the ground. And they've all made their way around like so. And this ghoul here, I need to move him over like that. Those who are on the north side of the ship, Everston, and Nora. You see gold essence making its way out of holes and cracks in the hull of the ship, and you see it moving down to specifically this ghoul. And he drinks it up, and his eyes flare gold, and he flies up to the deck.
Fly.
What?
High on souls.
All right.
As he floats up, anyone ever seen? Is it Seventh Seal? The witch who swirls up. He like twirls up and lands on the deck, crouched down, and you hear like of bones.
Oh, it's Seventh Son.
I don't remember offhand. I have to look it up. It's an old horror movie. Not old, 90s. So that was
not Seventh Seal.
That's what they did. Nora and Oliver, you're first. What would you like to do? Cannons will be ready next round.
All right. So if cannons are gonna be ready next round, I'm going to. It is a 1 action. Okay. I'm going to. Where does he? He's right there. I'm going to devise a stratagem against that gentleman right there.
Okay.
For this, it's a one action.
Okay.
Okay. I had my. Okay. It's 15. All right. So I've devised my stratagem. Then I'm going to stride over to him. And then I'm going to attack.
All right.
So with devising the stratagem, it actually becomes a 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Way more than enough.
Okay. And then... I can use my unarmed, which is good because I forgot to draw a weapon. So, like, she's caught, like, Nora's caught up in all of this. Like, she's freaked out about the dark tides. She's freaked out about the woman that she saw. Like, this is not how she thought this was going to go. So she devises her stratagem, walks over to this ghoul that's consuming souls, she guesses, and she just goes up and punches him. Let's see. This is the sudden strike, strategic strike. And because I've got the martial artist archetype, I do D6.
Okay. Oh, the sound of dice. How I have missed you.
Right.
Sweet, sweet
5,
music.
4, 10. Plus 1. Okay, so I do 11 points.
11 points damage?
Yeah, with my I just go up and I boom.
Okay.
Right into his jaw.
All right. 11
It's
points
jaw.
damage it is. So she smashed him in the face. He takes the hit and cocks back. And when he looks back at you, his eyes flare gold and his talons grow like short swords.
Okay.
That's my
I think you made
reaction.
him mad.
Then it goes to Oliver. What do you want to do? I'm going to put Nora in front since she went first. I'll push her to the back of the list. What do you want to do, Oliver?
1 action, relay the command to cut mooring lines.
All right.
And then he's going to begin shifting the helm to the left, rotating the wheel.
Now, what are you hoping cutting the mooring lines are going to do, Alan?
I can't steer the ship if I'm bolted to the ground.
They can release some of them you can lift because if they cut all of them, you're going to... Remember, the ship isn't really flying the best right now.
But I can't maneuver the cannons into a firing arc if they don't cut the lines.
No, that's true. So you're going to risk it.
Yeah, that's why I'm piloting.
So some people leave. Is the pilot becoming the co-pilot then?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want your co-pilot to do then?
Because,
Lines are staying in the room for now?
because Everston might be dealing with some shit, I'm going to have him take over comms.
Okay, so he goes over to the squawk box to yell to everybody on deck. Excellent.
Yep.
They, as an action, the crew goes and they start cutting it, and the ship shifts just a little bit. You hear... See the harpoons kind of fly up and retract back into the reels. That was one of your actions. You gave a command, other action, or you turn in the ship.
Yep, my other action is going to be a pilot
Give me a pilot
check.
Yep.
Please don't crash the ship.
Oh, I hope you do. I hope you get stranded.
Oh, this would be disgusting if I crash the ship.
I hope you do. Let's do it.
Make for a hell of a story for the next, the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
25.
All 10 minutes of it.
We started a new stream and crashed the ship within the first hour. 25.
New record.
Sometimes ship happens.
Starts turn, and the co-pilot starts 5 degrees more, 5 degrees more. Slow it, and you get the ship lined up. One action left. Cannons aren't ready. What would you like to do?
For the love of God, can anyone get these things off of my deck?
Are you using diplomacy to do something?
I think I'm doing
power.
The last thing that Oliver is going to do, Oliver is going to use one for all to assist.
Is that one action or two?
It's one action.
All right. I'm wearing the hat for you.
Are you wearing the hat?
I'm wearing the hero hat for Deku. Apparently, you have one for all powers.
Yeah.
All right. Give me your roll.
Womp womp. 13.
You yell. The squawk box kind of picks up. You guys hear some stuff, but all you hear is the co-pilot saying, "We're lined up for a cannon shot. Ready, load." And that's what they are yelling to the squawk box. Oliver, you're done?
Yep.
Calcor. Voss, what do you want to do down the engine room?
So,
Fire is still seeping out. The guy's eyes are bleeding that gold. What would you like to do?
I'm going to shout to the other two engineers. We need to get him into the circle. Open it, put him in, close it.
So one action, you're telling them what to do. Are you using diplomacy or intimidation? Because they are busy repairing the ship and taking the captain's orders and getting ready to fire guns. They're moving soul pressure to fire the cannons. You're asking them to do something else. You're dividing attention.
Probably diplomacy. Well, actually,
intimidation. You're really not asking politely.
I mean, it's their lead engineer, so I'm assuming they care about this guy. So, I mean, it's a 5 either way, but I'd be yelling.
They
like,
seem too busy.
Help me help him. They seem too busy.
Yep, they are moving valves, reconnecting cables. They are in the zone right now, and they do not notice what you're doing. You do have a hero point if you'd like to use it before we go to combat. You can make that reroll.
Well, I didn't roll yet. I was still deciding which one to use.
Oh,
it's
you got a 5.
No. It's a 5 bonus either way between diplomacy or
Oh,
intimidation.
well, then your choice. Whatever you think is more cinematic.
I mean, he's being nice about it. Like he's trying to help.
Sure.
So.
Okay.
It's an 18 on the die, so 23 diplomacy.
One of them yells back and says, the cannons have got to fire before we can help you. Handle it. And the other one goes, I'll move the salt. And he moves over and scoops the salt out. You see what happens is it's like the glass that goes around. There's a metal lid. It's kind of like it's like a bunch of metal lattice work and glass underneath. He opens it and pushes the salt aside. Mm-hmm. And you hear the engine go, is it like lurches?
I'm going to try and shove the guy in as quickly as I can.
So your next action is to shove him in. I need an athletics check versus me.
Give me a straight die roll. Hope it's another nat 20. 12.
As you push, his head like snaps back and you hear bones pop. And his head snaps forward. And when he looks back up, his gums are showing and his lips have receded. And you push, it's like pushing a wall. You have another action left. What would you like to do? I just realized that you have an Army of Darkness poster up, Todd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do. And that for like 20 years.
I'm going to try and shove him again.
All right, give me a roll. It's going to be a little more difficult. Trying something again.
Nope,
Nothing
10.
has changed. You shove again, and his hand like slides up his body and draws like claw marks through his clothes as he brings it back. That you're done. Goes to me, and As a hand starts to come down on you, the camera cuts to the deck. The one that is standing up there in front of Nora, the gold like seeps out and hits the ground, and he like slumps, and you see it like drift through the rails off the edge of the ship. He cocks back, takes one swing at you, 16.
No.
Takes another swing at you, misses, and his third one does a 21 hit you.
Yes.
21, and as he reaches back with that third one, he's like swatting, and you're definitely seeing what's going on. He's attacking like a feral like dog. But the last one, as he comes across, his mouth comes across, and he bites at you. A whole 2 points of piercing.
Whoa.
As he latches on and just nicks you, but not enough to cause any real damage to you. Down below, you hear them shuffling around, and the sound of the didgeridoo picks back up and gets really loud. I need everyone who can speak Hollow to give me a wisdom or a will save.
Okay.
15.
11.
12.
12?
Yep.
Okay. You hear the sound of a woman speaking, and it whispers with a slight echo behind it. And she's like, "Come to the farmhouse, for I can help you find your way, lost soul." And you hear it echo again and hollow. Next round, you lose one action, and you must move towards the exit to get off the ship. In this case, if you're on the top deck, it is a ladder that is here. If you're on the bottom deck, it's the come up. Then downstairs, the camera cuts back as a hand comes flying down at Voss. 25.
Yes.
Crit
success is 10 above, right?
Yes, that crit you?
Yep.
Woo! So this one is roll twice, isn't it? 5 points of damage as his fingers have these tiny black claws as he sticks it in your chest and just starts turning it. And his other hand comes back and swings as well. I crit you again, even with the -5. 6 points of damage as the other one tears into your pec. And he's just turning his fingers and saying in another language some profanities, you would guess. But to you, because you're a Volg, it sounds like when your mother was cursing at you. And I don't mean curse like, fuck you, you fucking kid, get the job done. I mean curses like curses.
Okay.
And it's amplifying and your ears are ringing. That is all my actions. I have no other people who can go right now. Everston, what do you want to do? Nora she turns and looks like she's heading west. There's one on the deck and a bunch around the bottom, and the sound of the didgeridoo picks up.
What's within reach that I could pick up and use as a weapon?
Oh, I have a table for that.
Oh, God.
You are on the deck, right? You're on the deck of the ship. You have a belaying pen and a barrel.
Is the barrel a ranged weapon?
It can be. You hear some slopping in it. You would know that it is tar.
Yeah, let's Donkey Kong this bitch.
Okay, you pick up the barrel. Todd, want to pop your ability up so people know why you're able to do this, besides the fact that you're large?
Yeah.
Super
cool.
I love the new Pathfinder 2 stuff.
Great. It's great.
I'm a weapon improviser. It's my dedication.
So you pick it up. I would say, what do you think? Barrel 10 foot? I think that's what I have written down here. 10-foot increment.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Who are you throwing at? The one in front of Nora or down off the ledge? If so, you'd have to move to hit one of them. So you spend an action picking the barrel up.
No, the one in front of Nora.
All right. Give me your roll to hit. Mir would be so proud of your character.
My bonus is. Well, 25 before range is put in. So let's see. We're at
Sure, nonsense. You can do that.
25 feet away. So,
2, 4, right?
10 foot, 2 and 4. Yeah. So
Right.
21 to hit.
It still hits me.
Excellent.
Give me your damage.
What would a barrel do for damage?
I have the barrels written down. It is a D8 plus your strength.
Nice.
Oh god.
Ooh, 11 damage.
11 damage. That's enough to break the barrel. When it hits, breaks, and Tar. Let's see if I get. Yep, I failed. Tar hits him in the face and his upper body, and he's like, and takes his hands out of Nora's chest and his teeth out of her chest and starts rubbing his eyes, trying to get the tar out of it, which is not going that well. I'll have to spend 2 actions to remove the tar to lose my blindness.
Then
You have another action.
it's blind. I will move up 15 feet, so it's within my reach.
Okay.
And that's it. That's 3 actions for me. So I'm good.
All right. That takes us to the top of the list again. So as everyone is looking around, the tides have rolled up to the edge of the map that we have right now. And they are crawling across and over rocks, and they cling to things almost like dry ice or ink underwater. And there's this purplish haze on the very edge of what looks almost like a tidal wave moving behind it from the house. It is tall enough that it will crash onto the deck of the ship. There are no daylight lanterns running right now. It is daytime, and they still seem to be moving through the tree coverage that is here. So, Nora, what would you like to do? You have to take 1 action to move towards the ladder. We're just going to use the rope that's here as the ladder to represent getting off the ship.
All right. So you said.
You'll lose an action moving towards.
Oh, okay. Can I do other stuff before I move or no?
It doesn't matter when you do it. You have to use that
You just
action.
Have to move. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I in my haze, I don't want him stopping me from going home.
Okay.
So I'm going to use 1 action to draw my short sword, and as part of that action, I can also draw my parrying sheath.
I didn't know that was a thing. That is awesome.
It came out in APG2, or it came out in APG.
Okay.
Then I'm going to slash at him. I'm not even bothering to devise a stratagem because I just want to go home. I'm going to slash at him.
All right.
Let's see. Short sword. I got a non-natural 20.
That's more than enough to hit him.
All right.
Because he's reeling back with tar covered on him.
Then I did 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk my steps.
Hey, Todd, how much did you do?
11.
Jesus. You run it through and pull it back. And when it pulls out, it's got like you ever punch through like a tin can or like a paper bag? It sounds hollow on the inside when it comes out. And like wisps of that golden soul stuff comes out of it like you punch through a water skin. And then make your move, and that should be you, right?
Yep, because I look at it and I'm like, you're not stopping me. And
All right.
it kind of sounds kind of dull as I just stab him, pull it out, and I just walk right past the ghoul in Everston.
All right, Oliver. Cannons are ready after this round. You got 1 round to get them ready. Oh, no, they'd be ready this round. I take that back. Your cannons are ready right now because they took last round arming them. Are you taking a shot at the house through the tides? And we do have stats for the ship too. I don't know if you put them in to the to roll 20 at all, or if you just have them separate.
I have them separate right now.
I think I have the ship's hold here. And Drew, you are correct, sir. You have a milk crate with 12 alchemist fire and a milk crate with 12 acid flasks, but they are in the hold. Nobody has them. So it is what they're going to get.
But we do have some.
If you look at the ship hold, it's in there. That there.
I thought we did get some.
Do I get to make a save at all at the end of this or no?
You just did it that round. Unless I do it to you again, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Except every round that we walk towards your house.
Well,
hopefully
she hasn't win again. We'll see.
Hopefully, the loud, resounding roar of cannon fire snaps Nora out of her daze. We'll see.
What your dreams are made of. All right, do you have to roll to shoot your ship?
Yep. So Oliver will pass the order to open fire.
Okay.
And boom, 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 boom.
What do you got?
So if my stats are correct here, that is a 36.
Boom, boom, boom. They lay through the tides. And like you see the tides like whip around them as they go through. And out the other side, only 2 rounds make contact with the house. Give me your damage.
You telling me the tides just caught bullets?
I'm telling you, the tides definitely stop some of the rounds.
God.
Hey, man, I have her powers written down. Thank you very much.
I'm telling you, when it's time, they won't need to.
Yeah. Did you just Matrix us? Amazing.
29 points of damage.
So you see the chimney get crushed. Topples off.
Damn it,
The other one rips through the second floor, maybe like a room over from the window. And then you hear thunk, thunk. How many cannons are on this side? What is your line?
All of them. Every one of them.
No, I'm just asking, how many is it? Did we say 8?
Yeah, 8 per side.
So
8
out
forward,
of
8
the
starboard.
8, out of the 8, you hear boom, 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 as the bullets careen into the ground in random areas inside the tides. You're guessing they ripped through trees, or maybe the tide stopped them, but it's so dark it's hard to tell. What do you want to do with your other 2 actions?
With one action, is there rope nearby?
In the room?
Yeah.
No, there's no rope in the captain's area or in the helm.
Oliver makes a mental note to have rope available at all times.
Mm-hmm.
I
I mean, if you want to spend a hero point, I would say you 100% could change the narrative and say it's there.
No, he'll just go, co-pilot, take the helm. Hold it steady.
He moves from the squawk box, goes over, and holds it steady. So
and
that was free because you don't have to roll to tell him you're not making anything. So you have 2 actions left. Where are you going?
the squawk box is over here, we'll say.
It's in the area. Yeah, it's probably actually pretty close to the helm because you need to be able to talk to people.
Okay.
At least to the engine room.
So he'll relay to the co-pilot, tell the gunners to fire at will. And
okay. So you're telling them to reload. That'll take all next round.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it 1 full round to reload? Isn't that what we?
It's 3 actions, so 1 full round.
1 round for them to reload. Okay.
Because you eject.
No, if it's 3 actions, then that means next round technically you could fire again if they get it done.
Okay.
You could hold to go after the crew.
We'll
They
fire at will.
they wouldn't be able to fire. Yeah, it would be every other round. Yeah, that's right.
So fire at will whenever they're ready to fire again. Just
Will do.
let it go.
Mm-hmm.
25.
And what are you doing with the other actions?
40. 45. 50. Oliver's going to go down to the main deck from the quarterdeck and see what the hell's going on himself.
All right. So you go down to the quarterdeck. You're how far from the rest of the crew right now? Then within 50 foot.
Yep.
You can see Nora walking towards the ladder to get off, or at least going in that direction. You see a tar-covered person, and you see Everston. Are you shielded, or did you just throw the barrel and that was it so far?
No, I picked up the barrel, threw it, and moved up.
Okay. And that's what you see so far. Do you have an action left? Oliver?
No, that's all of the action.
You're done? All right. So Voss downstairs. This guy's got his fingers sunk into your chest. He's starting to scream. And you see the skin almost like vacuum forming down to his bones as more of his soul leaves his body.
Okay, so I got to ask a question because I failed the save too, so I'm wanting to leave as well. So
one action you have to spend to leave, but you're currently being stabbed. You could walk away because I'm not grappling you. And remember, in this game, you only have attacks opportunity if the creature has the ability with a reaction to do an attack.
Right. Well, I mean, if I need to leave anyway, there's nothing's going to stop that. Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to put my hand on his chest and sink a magic missile into it.
All right. Does anyone know offhand? Can you cast in melee with no penalty?
Yep, you can in PF2.
If they have attacks opportunity,
I don't.
If the spell, I think the spell, because it's like if it's got schematic, it's got the manipulate trait, which provokes. I'm not quite sure.
Pop it up into the chat, please.
The spell?
Yeah. I'll switch this over.
That. But
I cast magic missile.
Magic missile, it's dark.
Yeah, not everything has attacks opportunity anymore. It's actually pretty awesome. All right.
Creates force. Yeah.
I would need to know, are you doing 1 or 3 actions? That's my question.
I'm doing 2 because you can add 1 up to 3 missiles.
And it is somatic and verbal. So somatic means you're moving your hands, you're not held, so you can still do that. I don't think he has no way to attack you. Give me your damage. It's not like I can dodge this.
So I'm going to try, because I'm still trying to save this guy, even though I need to leave. So I'm going to try and angle my hand so that it blasts him through the salt circle.
I'll tell you what, if you had to roll, that would work, but you don't have to roll to hit. No critical effect. And I have no save. I just take it.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
2, 1, balls. It's going to be 5 points total.
All right.
And
so you hit the lead engineer for 5 points. And when the holes hit, you see more of his soul start to drip out between like the epidermis and the muscle and skin underneath, and it like starts to seep out. You have an action left. What do you want to do?
Gross. I have to leave.
Yeah. So you start moving out. The stairs to get out of it are going to be, we'll just say here, Drew. I'll put a little shape here for you. We'll say the stairs to come out are like right here. Engineering's at the back of the boat.
Okay. And then 1 action moves.
So you're in the right. You should be back here, technically under the deck.
Oh, okay.
So 1 action moves 25 foot, 1 stride. Unless your speed is faster than 25.
No, it's not.
All right. So you're done.
20, 25. So I get to there.
Yep. Ghouls go. He pulls his hands out, sees the blood on him downstairs, and turns to the other engineer working on the steam for the cannons and charges him. And that's what you see as you're making your way out of that room. Upstairs, the one that has tar on it, he is going to spend actions. He is wiping and brushing it off. He cannot get it off of himself. At the back of the ship, nearest one. At the front of the ship, you see another one fly up and land up here. That is my turn. Everybody who failed a save, I need you to make another will save. Is the whispers continue? Nope. If you fail this, you lose 2 actions next turn.
Things just go from bad to worse.
What do you got, Nora?
15.
You fail.
Okay.
11.
What do you got? You both fail. You lose 2 actions next turn. As the voice gets louder, she is specific about it. Nora, I can tell you the secrets of turmoil. Come home. And you can now see an image of her elven face. She is gorgeous. Really fine features. And then it flickers, and there's this twisted, tormented looking, like 200 to 500-year-old elven woman. And in hollow, you hear, your mother is hurting. Come to me, Voss, and I will bring you to her. Her ship is in need of repair. The tides come for her. Come to me. Everybody else on the upper deck, you can now hear the voice, and it isn't common, but it does not affect you. But you specifically hear Nora being spoken to, and another voice going out speaking to Voss in common as the voice picks up in the area. My ghouls have gone. She is gone. It goes to Everston. What do you want to do, Everston?
I shove the ghoul off the ship.
Okay, so you smack at the ghoul. Give me your roll. My AC is much lower because I'm getting blind.
This is an acrobatics check.
Is it athletics, you mean? Not acrobatics, athletics, right?
Athletics, excuse me. Yes, athletics, and that is a 23.
Hmm. 23. You smash him. Yes, you hit him off the deck. He fell.
It's not a crit success, is it?
23. No, it is not crit success. Even with my pen right now.
It's just a 5 foot, which is enough to get him up.
How tall is the ship, Alan? What did you say the height of the ship was?
Um,
Because falling damage in this game blows.
So, not counting the balloon because we're on the main deck, it's probably about 40 feet for 4 decks. 4 or 5
40
decks.
plus
10,
plus
so 50
another
feet.
10, so 50 foot. Hey, Oliver, do you know how falling damage works in this game?
No.
Oh, Everston, you know, don't you? Because you just
I sure do. I sure do. However far you fall, you take the half that number in damage. So 25 for this guy.
Hold on, I lost Todd's audio.
That is a big oof.
It's me though, not you guys. Because my headphones are acting like I'm not using them right now.
Did
All right, try talking again.
He said falling damage is half of how far you fall. So if he falls 50, he
Can't
takes
hear
25
anybody.
damage.
I can hear him.
Yeah, he's still
I
on.
can hear him.
Weird.
Did we break something?
Nope, just you.
We broke me.
Broke that ghoul.
That
Well,
elven woman is
Check out what
whispering
the
to
damage
you.
was for me, Todd, and I'll add it to him.
25.
Say what?
And then we'll go to the next person. Because I'm assuming my audio is still working, right?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
You guys can hear me?
Todd can hear you, and we can hear you.
Yeah.
You just can't hear Todd.
Should I disconnect and come back?
Okay.
Erik, you're a goober.
All right. Then the next person is
he can
Nora.
hear me.
So let me. There we go. I can hear him. So Nora, what are you doing? As he falls from, you see the tarred covered ghoul fall to the ground. Because I can't survive that much damage.
I mean, I have to spend 2 actions to
Move.
move. So
But you
I
can
guess-
do your other action whenever you want.
Oh, I had something else I wanted to do.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. You still have 2 actions, don't you? I
Yeah.
apologize, Nora. He kills people with 1 action.
That's cool.
So I have a shield that's like attached to my left shoulder, and I am
Shield rail.
equipped with an autonomous shield rail, which basically means the shield moves down my arm into position and in my hand as a free action. So that engage that, chunk, shield's in the hand. I raise my shield as my second action of the turn, and then I'm going to step 5, 10, sort of interpose myself. No, here. Interpose myself between Nora and this other ghoul, and then I'm done.
Okay. Now, Nora, what are you doing? I apologize. This is gonna get so great. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go. Like, so the player wants to be like, well, I'm just gonna move over here and then waste my actions to move. But
you could move. You could fight it and move one of your actions away from it, but the draw.
I'm gonna try and fight it. I'm gonna try and fight it. So
you can move one action away, and then the other two have to take you towards it. But that just makes you waste 3 actions. I am fine with that. As the bad guy, as the GM, yeah, totally fair. And move you back, and that's all yours. No, that's legit. I would do the same thing. Voss.
All right, so yeah, Nora's like shakes her head, walks away, knowing that she's compelled to walk over there, and then reluctantly walks over there to the ladder.
You begin to walk down with your second action and climb down.
Yeah, like so. My third action. Yeah, the end of my third action is when I actually get onto the ladder.
All right, Oliver, you see her climbing down.
Well, begin to. She's not like over the edge yet, is she?
Well, I mean,
no, because I moved here. I moved here.
Yep, that's one
my first action, and then I think I got to here with my second. So I'm starting
to climb over.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nora. Oliver's gonna step up.
Mm-hmm.
Place a hand on Nora's shoulder.
Okay.
He's gonna spin her around and slap the shit out of her.
All right.
I don't really know if that's gonna help with the will save, but okay.
So you turn around and waste an action slapping her. Callie, I'll give you a +2 to your next action afterwards. You feel compelled? Okay. I'll give you a +2 to your next save. All
right.
What do you want to do with the other actions, Oliver? Did you hear the cannons go dunk, 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 ready to fire?
Oliver's going to look at Nora in the windows of her soul and say, Nora, whatever the voice is telling you, don't listen to it. Snap out of it. You can do this.
Okay. Are you done?
And one for all.
All right. And what does that give her?
Let's see if I can make the 8 another check using diplomacy, because I could use diplomacy for all 8 another checks.
You can make that 20.
Nope, 14.
Okay.
She's staring back, but through you. And when you're near her, you can hear the voice even more. I need you to make me a will save.
Uh-oh. What have I done?
You went within 5 foot of her. Do you want to spend
17.
your hero point?
17.
6 or 17? That is not the same thing.
It's 17.
Okay, you're good then. You feel the draw, but not that much. And then Voss downstairs. You walked out the door. You turn back. He is on top of one of the other engineers, ripping skin and ripping a hole. He's not eating it, though, like a normal ghoul. He is tearing a hole in the chest of one of the other engineers, like he's digging for gold.
Literally. Great.
Literally. I need your will save. Did you?
Nope.
Oh, no, you already did it. Never mind. I'm sorry. You lost 2 actions.
Another one to try and break?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you lost 2 actions. You get 1 action this turn. What would you like to do?
Let me see what the only other attack that I could do from this range is create fire and then throw one, or sorry, produce flame. So let's see here.
We're hitting our halfway mark here for intermission too. Probably going to finish this roundup in the next cannon fire just to see if you level the house, because that will change what happens next.
Actually, no, I can't do that because it takes 2 actions. So, I'm going to. I'm going to move back. If I can fight it, I'm going to move back. Where is he on the?
Whatever that noise is super loud.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That might. Yeah, that is your fan, isn't it? Yeah.
Where is he on the map? Is he? Because you said he went over to the other engineer. Is he still within one stride of me?
Yep, but you wouldn't be able to do anything because that would be your action, and you lost 2 actions. Still a little there, but nope, still there.
Yeah, I don't have another. I'm gonna pop because you said that are there tides in him? Am I seeing tides in the ghoul?
Nope, just soul essence, leaving him. That's it.
There's nothing else I can do. I'm gonna turn on the lamp on the light in my staff.
Okay.
To see if light does anything to these
Doesn't
things.
do anything, and then you move your 2 actions. So light cast out. What does your staff look like?
So it's a piece of oak. Or no, sorry, it's yew. It's
okay.
No, you.
And then there's a ball-tipped spike at the bottom to take impact to use as a walking stick. The top of it is the same thing, but the top is if you've seen the one of the things about Volg is they use they're scrappers. They reuse stuff all the time. So this looks like the end of one of those wrought iron curtain rods where it's the it looks like it's a blown up curtain rod end that's twisted so the steel turns, but then inside it looks like a lamp wick, and it's just a piece of brass, and it's magically enchanted. When that pops up, continual flame is on there, so it produces light.
Okay. So the light pushes out. You can see the blood flying through the air better now.
Oh, good. That's horrible.
And you see the shadow of the other engineer running over to assist, trying to push this guy off. And then you take 2 actions out of the room and up the stairs.
Great.
So 2 actions from there towards this square here. And then that takes us to the ghouls. You hear fighting in the room as you move away from it, Voss. This one jumps off of here to attack Everston. Everston, do you have the ability to attack opportunity?
Yes, I do.
He jumps off, claws like short swords, gold trailing off his eyes as the essence passed from one ghoul to the other leaves him. And you see it go off the edge of the ship, hit the top of this deck, and then down the side over here. What do you want to do?
Off of the ship.
Shield bash. Boom.
Yeah.
Hitting him with your hand or hitting him with your shield?
I'm gonna shield bash.
Okay.
And I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, that's crit. And what does that do exactly to me?
Oh, wrong die. D4. No. Out of the box.
How much is that?
13 damage.
13? Still
Wait,
up.
are we rolling it and then just doubling the total, or are we rolling twice?
You roll twice.
Okay, 13.
But that's what again, the decision was, do we want to do max and roll 1? If we want to do that, that's fine. That just means I do it as well. I think criticals feel that way. I am fine with that.
I feel like that's going to screw me over a lot.
Well, you have a lot more hit points than everybody else, though. I think
I'm harder to heal.
Is the only thing from D&D Next that I loved. That it was max dice, roll your other die. That's the only thing I loved. So do you want to keep it, everybody? Are we canoning this live right now? Is it going to be canon?
If we crit, we take the max and we roll the
roll the rest. Max first die, roll the rest. It's still like you don't roll 1-1.
That's what we were doing last time.
Yeah, I like
was
it.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
All
But are you going to do it?
I think that's how you got so low on your hit points during our very first session.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So no, he got. Yeah, that's probably why. So are we doing it? Because I'm going to add it to canon.
I say we do it.
All right.
max first. Roll the
All right. So Todd, would you like to take that max first die and then roll the other one?
So max first plus a roll
What's up, Hitchcock?
15 damage. Then. 2 more.
So 15. So you smash him and push him against the back wall. As he against the wall, as he hits it, he starts clawing over top of it, trying to attack you. Does a 18 hit you?
No, my AC is currently 21 with my shield raised.
Holding him at arm's length, he is clawing and trying, and I'm out of actions for him. But the 2 people who are currently affected by this spell or curse, I need this last will save from you.
For fuck's sake.
Nora's got a +2. This is very important.
Remember, you have hero points.
Yeah, I know.
19.
Okay.
20.
Okay. As the call comes to you, you snap yourself away from it. And as you do, you feel like part of you is lost. As there's echoes of memories and promises broken. Nora, you take 6 points of damage, it'd be mental damage. And Voss, you take 5 points of mental damage as you snap free from the spell. Almost had you guys. Almost had both of you with it. But that's okay. That's okay. The music and the didgeridoo dies down. And the tides crash against the bottom of the ship. And they start to creep up, like grabbing onto it. Creep and swell over the rail. This brings us to the beginning of the round. Before Nora climbs off the ship, she stops and looks. Oliver, you hear, fire the hole! Boom, 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 boom. Would you like to roll for me?
Yes.
For shooting the cannons at the house, seeing if you can break this.
Ooh. 41.
Okay. As the cannons go off and the tides swell and hit, there's a moment where the tides break and you hear fire boom, 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 of the 8 cannons going off. Give me your damage as it careens with the farmhouse.
Hopefully it's good.
Oh, I see Jay's in here as well. What's up, Jay? I know math is hard when you have to roll dice now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dice. 31.
As it careens through the second floor, rips part of the roof off. The entire back side of the building collapses, and you start to see the building sway. And as it sways in the background, you see just a silhouette floating above where the rooftop was. The woman who is there looks like this. I'll move her over to the center.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm so... Some people already have seen these before. And I will move her to the token layer. This witch-like elf is floating above the house. A scream bellows out, covering all of the people in the boat. I need everyone to make me a will save.
Again.
Yeah, again. I'll make her a little bigger here. This is concept art from when we were doing the video game.
I will take that 22.
Good for you. What do you got there, Oliver?
Nat 20.
Hey,
All right. What do you got there, Everston?
So Everston is like enthralled with the blood splatter he made. Could you say that again?
What did you get for your will save as the whale comes out of the witch?
25.
Okay. And what do you got there, Voss? 12. As it echoes through, the planks on the side of the ship start to actually rattle. The cannons slide back into the hole. The flaps shut. Voss, you are knocked prone. You are on the deck. I need you to make me an athletics check or be flung overboard.
I wasn't on the deck yet. I got to the stairs.
Oh, then I need you an athletics check. See if you go back down the stairs and into the hold.
I hadn't even gone up the stairs yet. I got to the square, so I got a 3.
Okay. As the ship lifts in the front half, as the tides swell underneath it, like the vessel is waterborne again, it crashes back down on the ground, sending Voss careening down. The rest of you, the ship has not moved. It's right where it was. The tides crash against him and recede back down. Voss, you wake up like laying against one of the walls within 5 foot of where you were, but it's as if you fell to the back of the ship and you take 6 points of damage as the image fades away. Those who are on the deck of the ship, I'll push her back to the side here, see her start to float out. And it's that classic horror movie where she floats about 20 foot. The tides wash, go away. She moves 50 foot. Tides wash, go away. She's like 30 foot from the vessel. Oliver, at the beginning of this round, before we go into our break, do you yell for them to reload the cannons? Because you know hitting a person's going to be real hard with cannons.
Oliver will pass the order to reload the cannons.
Cannons loading! Everybody else is on the deck. Voss, you're prone. It will take an action to get up at the beginning of the next round. So, we're going to take a 13-minute break.